November 16th, 2025. As that familiar red can chills in your fridge and quenches your thirst after a long day, pause the pour. Feel the fracture's faint grip? This isn't a sip of simplicity, it's a swallow of shadows, the dark secrets of Coca-Cola, the world's thirst quencher that quenched empires while quenching lives, a potion peddled as paradise but poisoned with profit's peril. Picture the paradox. A bubbly beverage born in an apothecary's backroom as a brain tonic, laced with coca leaf cocaine, 9 milligrams per glass to dull the dope fiend's itch, now 90% of the planet's pantries, grossing $85 billion yearly, but the black underbelly? Buried in the bubbles, from India's water wars where villages vanish for the vending, 1 million liters daily drained from drought-struck wells, to the plastic plague polluting oceans with 8 million tons of trash yearly, greenwashing eco-bottles that etch eternity in the Earth's exoskeleton. This isn't just a soda story, it's a saga of suppressed sins. How a pharmacist's patent medicine morphed into a monopoly monster, manipulating markets, marginalizing minorities, and masking health horrors like obesity's 80% surge tied to sugary sips. You've cracked the cap on countless cans, chased the caffeine kick, felt the fleeting thrill of fizz for the win. But what if your favorite refreshment is a ruse? Your hydration a hostage to hidden harms? We'll unearth the underbelly, from the cocaine cradle to the corporate curse. Confront the con that's crowning consumption over conscience. The fizz fractures. Will you swallow the secrets or spit the sip? The potion pours. Dive in, if your thirst can tolerate the truth. (1886). The cradle cracks open in Atlanta's apothecary alleys. John Stith Pemberton, a morphine-addled morphine maker maimed by Civil War mercury, brews a brain and nerve tonic to blunt his own habit. Coca leaves from Peru's plantations crushed with cola nuts caffeine kick. The elixir etched as Coca-Cola, a cocaine-laced libation laced with 9 milligrams per glass. A delightful, refreshing, pure flavoring extract peddled as patent medicine for the weary worker's woe. No noble nectar, Pemberton's potion promises invigoration without intoxication. But the intoxication? Inherent, cocaine's coca alkaloid coursing through the cola, a cure for all ills that cures the curious of their coins. 5 cents a sip at Jacob's Pharmacy fountains, fizzing forth 100 glasses daily. The cradle corrupts. Pemberton's partner, Frank Robinson, fonts the flowing script logo, but the founder's fall fells the formula. Liver languishing, he hawks his secret for $2,300 to Asa Candler in 1888, Candler's cunning converting the cure to cash cow. Real roots, the 1890 French wine coca precursor, a cocaine cordial cloaked as cure-all, cocaine content climbing to 9 milligrams by 1895, a temperance tonic for the teetotalers, but temperance, tempered by the truth. Atlanta's 1890 prohibition purging the wine, birthing the booze-free bubbly that bubbles to 1 million gallons yearly by 1900. Real Ripple, a 1902 pharmacist's private journal. Pemberton's potion packs a punch. 9 milligrams numb the nerves, but the 9 million marks? Candler's cunning conquest. The cocaine cradle corrupts. From patent poison peddled as panacea to pop culture potion, the fizz's first fracture, a foretaste of the formula's foul underflow. 1905. The fog falls thick. Asa Candler's Atlanta apothecary ascends to advertising alchemy. The formula's fog, a fortress of merchandise number 5. The 7X essence, a 7-herb hex, guarded like the Grail, locked in a SunTrust vault with 7 locks and 7 keys. 7 executives entrusted with the elixir's echo. No noble nectar, the fog, Forged in fear, rivals reverse engineering the recipe. Pepsi's 1906 imitator, igniting industrial intrigue. The espionage escalates. 1920, Atlanta heist. A night watchman napping, thieves thieving a taste from the tank. But the tank? Tainted with tracer tannins, Candler's cunning catching the culprits in a 1921 court caper. Pepsi paying $100,000 in imitation indemnity. Real roots. The 1939 formula fiasco. A disgruntled chemist's confession in Collier's, claiming 7 secret spices from South Sea sorcery. But the sorcery? Smoke. Candler's clerks confirming the chemist's concoction was counterfeit. The real recipe, a red herring of vanilla, cinnamon, citrus oils, and a dash of Damiana. Real ripple, a 1950 Atlanta archivist's anecdote. The vault's vigil was vicious. 7 sentries, 7 seals. But the 7 sins? 7 spies sipping in the shadows. This is Situ to my days. The formula's fog fractures. Corporate espionage etching the empire's edge. The secret savage guard guarding greed over grace. 1905. The mirage materializes. Asa Candler's advertising avalanche. $1 million in free coupons flooding the fountains. The delicious and refreshing mantra mesmerizing the masses, turning tonic to 10 million cases yearly. The Santa Slight, 1931. Hadon Soonblom's Jolly John, red-suited in Coke Crimson, crowning the claws with a can. A cultural coup that cloaks the cola in Christmas cheer. 80% of Americans associating Santa with the sip by 1950. The curse creeps. 1950s suburbia seduction. Housewives hawking wholesome refreshment. But the wholesomeness? Wholesaled with whitewashing. 1955's sugar blues backlash buried in billboards. The 80 grams of sugar per serving a silent saboteur. Obesity's ominous omen. Real roots. The 1960 New Coke, Nadir. Formula fiasco, fizzling fortunes. But the fiasco? Forged in focus groups favoring Pepsi's pop. A pivot that poisons the potion. Sales slumping 10% before the backlash births the classic comeback. Real ripple, a 1980 Atlanta ad exec's echo. We sold the smile, not the science. 80 grams of sugar as happiness in a bottle. But the bottle? Bottling the body's betrayal. The marketing mirage mesmerizes. From cocaine cure to cultural curse, the empire's enchantment etching addiction into the everyday. 1914. The curse claims its first colony, Colorado Fuel and Iron. Rockefeller's 80% stake in the steel sovereign sparks a strike storm. 13,000 miners marching for 10% raise and 10-hour days, tents tenting the Trinidad trails. The blind eye blinks blood. Baldwin Felt's detectives hurl howitzers. Ludlow tents torched April 20th, 21 souls silenced. 11 children charred in cellars, 2 women with babes, Louis Tica's gunned in gallows pose. Real roots. Miners' manifesto, Rockefeller's reign robs raw. 10 cents a ton to his 10 million. 2005. The curse colonizes continents. Rajasthan's Plakimada plant plundering 1 million liters daily from drought-struck wells. Villages vanishing in the vending vault's vortex. 150 lawsuits lashing the water witch. Coca-Cola's curse cloaked in community contributions that contribute contamination. Groundwater gouged with heavy metals. Crops crippled in the cola company's wake. Real ripple. A Plachimada protesters' plea in 2006. Their bottles brim with our blood. 1 million liters stolen. Our wells withered to whispers. The empire's eclipse. Plastic plague. 8 million tons yearly, 800 years to degrade, greenwashing eco bottles, etching eternity in the Earth's exoskeleton, 80% recycled claim a ruse for the rubbish. Real reckoning. A 2020 Greenpeace gaze. Coca-Cola's curse. 80 million plastic pieces polluting the Pacific. The potion's plastic persisting in the planet's pain. The corporate curse corrupts. Exploitation etching the empire's edge. The Earth's eclipse a sip too far. 1925. The fracture finalizes. Rockefeller's $1 billion net worth nods to non-profits. The first billionaire's badge, a balm for the blood. Rockefeller Foundation, $50 million for medicine and missions. Eradicating hookworm in hollows hollowed by his holdings. But the lie lingers. Ludlow's 21 ghosts. Gilded Age gouged graves. The curse cloaked in compassion. The liquidation looms. 2025's tide turns toxic. Diabetes drowning 1 in 10 globally. 80 grams of sugar per serving a silent saboteur. 80% obesity surge tied to the sip. The potion's poison persisting in the pandemic of plenty. Real roots. The 2015 Coke 00 sum, 0 calories cloaking the curse, but the curse. Coursing through the culture. Vending machines, vending vengeance on veins. Real reckoning. A 2020 Atlanta archivist's anecdote. The formulas fog fractured families. 9 milligrams of cocaine to 9 million cases. The fizz's fracture a foretaste of the final fall. The fizz's final fracture fractures. Legacies lie, a liquid lie. The liquidation looming like a low-sugar specter. The empire endures. But the eclipse? Eternal, the dark secrets of the soda sovereign sipping the soul from society. Plunge deeper into tycoon treachery's tangled threads. Catch our last saga on the heist history of Puma and Adidas, where one man's vanishing act vaporized empires and exposed the empire builder's eclipse. If this heist haunts, like below, subscribe for tycoon takedowns, comment, dynasty dawn or debt dusk, until the next empire crumbles. Follow the money.